Catholic, Christian and Portuguese advocate. In those times, this house staying 6 people, 20 servants, 1 caretaker. This was built in 1755, 267 years old. The first man was lawyer. Lawyer's name advocate. 1755, 267 years old. The first man was lawyer. Lawyer's name advocate Salvador Eufemiano Araujo Alvares. First, second, third, fourth generation are living here. Now fifth staying in Margao, 12 kilometers away. He is a sculpture artist. Inside automatic audio explaining guiding. Listen carefully. Goan's first government lawyer house.
Welcome to Casa Araujo Alvares. This mansion is the ancestral home of the Araujo Alvares family. The new age technology of carbon light will give us a glimpse of ancient Goa. The cool ambience is a testimony to the wisdom and sound architectural knowledge of those times.
Look at this there.
The antique lampshade above your head was imported from Germany. Back in the old days, it was lit using oil or kerosene. However, it will now be electrified.
Topic 6.
The rainbow structure of their hat and carrying walking sticks was extremely fashionable in the bygone Portuguese era.
Let's check.
If you look to the left by the doorway, you will observe the customary hat stand. It was always placed on the left of the entrance. The lobby fees as one enters the room, the right hand is used for greeting, while the left to take off the hat and hands. While leaving, you would naturally lift off and wear the hat with your right hand.
You get the transport those times, single
The
level.
palanquin to
Head
your
and
right
shoulder.
was the mode of transport to the land rover and ladies.
Yeah.
It was known as Parsi in Company or Marchin in Portuguese. The palanquin was carried by 4 able-bodied workers known as boyas.
Yeah, front door.
The front door of the house, once opened in the morning, was closed only at night.
Look at this half door.
The black half door was kept
It's called Nia Porta. Nia Porta means half door. Same like that. I own right now.
Key to the glass and open to the respective door.
Come inside.
And now you all are our special guests. Let us move to the half door straight ahead. This is the chapel of the house.
Chapel.
Also was deliberately placed facing west.
Outside.
One of the main reasons was that Rome, the capital of the Catholic community, was in that direction. On special family occasions, prayer services were held here. Every evening at 6:30 p.m., when the church bells chimed, the entire family along with its entourage of servants assembled here for the evening prayer. This was one of those times when all members of the household would be together. As they say, people who pray together, stay together. The Indo-Portuguese design also has a twist with
The same Anna from Italy. You like to accept Saint Anna statue from Italy.
the patron saint of this house is Saint Anna.
Yeah.
Hence, her statue is placed prominently at the base of the cross. The painting on the right is rare and one of its kind. The Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit are all depicted in human form.
Small.
Now let's
So,
move
this one
to
chapel,
the
chapel.
to your right.
Come. Look at the cover. German silver spoon. Copy.
The wall cover shows various utensils, German silverware, and other items.
Look at the other cupboard. Prayer comes.
by the family.
Those time father wearing color cloth, today wearing white. Every Sunday come here and pray, just like family doctor, family father. Visited this house from Vatican Rome, 2nd John Paul in 1977. Yeah. Prayer time. So,
Now let's move on to the next. We have now entered the office of the late Advocate Eufemiano Araujo Alvares,
he is lawyer.
a well-known lawyer
The office.
practicing law widely all over Goa.
was first
He was known to be a very gracious and helpful person. He solved the problems of the villagers and even settled disputes amicably, saving the litigants the trouble and burden of knocking on the doors of the court.
Legal officer, documents handed.
During those times, documents were handwritten,
No degree.
even on the stamp paper.
No books.
The glass case contains papers,
Smoking pipe
pens,
collection.
ink pots, a pocket watch, spectacles, and some stamp papers from the Portuguese era, as well as up to liberation. All these articles were used by the late advocate Eufemiano
No certificate.
Araujo Alvares. His law degree is also displayed. The payment for his services was sometimes done in kind. The rotating bookshelf held the Portuguese
Rotate.
law books. The Portuguese law, which
Cigar.
is still prevalent,
Those times cigar man is very big man.
the rights of women.
Yeah.
Above is a collection of smoking pipes. The book cover has a side with a reading shelf on top next to the door
Come.
displays some of the handwritten documents used in those days.
Master bedroom, come on. Emergency toilet. Emergency toilet. Inside bed. Portuguese style. Come
The
on, emergency
concept
toilet.
of attached bathroom came from here.
Yeah.
You see on display some emergency toilets, normally known as commodes. These were used at night to eat off, since bathrooms in those times were always constructed at the rear of the house. In modern times, the bathroom became attached. The English porcelain jar, a chest tray and basin on the marble top table served the purpose of a wash basin.
Rocking chair.
The easy chair with lengthy
Easy
armrest
chair.
was used by the late advocate Eufemiano.
Took the mattress one came back from China. Brought her from China. Who was sick.
Laid out on the four-posted bed was brought in from China. It was gifted to Margarita by her mother
Very
Lord
China.
Jones
Chinese. Portuguese style, Italian style.
into the children's bedroom.
Come, children bedroom.
An old maid known as Aya used to look after the children. You can see the gold Hindu and the Catholic baby cot used by the family. Some of the children's toys and walkers are on display. On the left wall are frames displaying the work of 3 generations. Margarita's needlework, her daughter Georgina's painting, and her granddaughter Karishma's work. Seen below are some of the sewing and weaving machines of that era. Also some other household items used by the owners then. Let us move out through the door on the left into the passage and other lighting devices used in those days.
Yeah, listen about light.
Most of these chandeliers were imported from Belgium. These were lit using oil in separate glasses half filled with water. The mechanism was simple. As oil is lighter than water, it floated on top, which was lit using a wick. Just enough oil was used so that it would light up the house for a couple of hours and then die down automatically. The windows that you see on the left have a rather unique character. The small white shutter-like plates that are encased in between the wood bricks are none other than oyster shells which were found in abundance in Goa. These shells would allow a certain amount of light to come in but were at the same time opaque in nature. Now let's move a little ahead towards the cupboards on the wall. These hold medicinal items, baby feeders, and an antique coffee grinding machine. Take a close look at the metal door on the right, next to the cupboard. It is thick and strongly built. Now, an interesting legend exists that a much-dreaded gang of bandits called Ranis would operate during those times. They were so bold in their robberies that they would dispatch a letter in advance telling the time and date when they would come to a particular house. In their letter, they would request the owner to keep their valuables and jewelry in the bunkhouse. The Ranis would come riding horses and collect the valuables and leave without causing any harm. Most people would just give in, but this house has a special strong room constructed to face these kinds of situations. The room placed upstairs has this door here fitted with a thick metal plate. The entire family, along with the servants, would hide in this safe room. Normally, professional gunmen used to hide to defend the situation. These gunmen would man the gun holes placed here on the wall above. They would randomly insert guns in these holes pointing in different directions and fire the Rani's below. In the blood of Goan. No function in a Goan family is complete without song and dance. As you turn right, you will see the collection of Goan musical instruments like violin, mandolin, gumot, which were used by the family. The chapel in the corner holds the icon collection of a priest from the house. This was the space he used to meditate. Our family friend, Father Fabio Portuguese of the Society of Jesus, also contributed to this collection. At the moment, the chapel boasts of more than 300 icons. Now, let's move out through the doorway towards the well. The house was constructed, the well was dug, ensuring adequate supply of water for the owners and also the visitors. Hanging here are the different types of provisions, ground, watering devices, raincoats, etc. You may see them to well, but please take care that it is 150 feet deep. Across the net, you see a hot cart, bullock cart, and the cycle which is used by Justino. Step in through the doorway into the passage holding the local tools. In this passage, hanging on the walls, you will see the various tools used by the labourers in their day-to-day field work, coconut plucking, etc. The main crop of Goa is rice and coconut. The item on the right wall, with a long horizontal wooden bar attached to a vertical one, is a plough used to till the farmland and coconut grove. It was drawn with the help of a couple of oxen or buffaloes. Now let's move on ahead to the other passage. The shelf behind, by the left, holds English and Scottish porcelain jars which were used to store oils, pickles and other provisions. During the Portuguese era, the barter system existed. Hence, the farmer would cultivate the landlord's land and give him half the produce. Displayed here are the various weights and measures which were in use then. The next opposite shelves display copper and clay vessels widely used for cooking and heating. Each of these vessels had a specific use. Now, if you may please look up on the walls, you will see extra beds hanging. These beds were normally stored up and brought down when guests spent the night. Next to the door, you will see a huge porcelain jar which was shipped from China with sugar. It stands on a stone base with a grove. Water was put into the grove to keep the ants away. At the end of the passage is a bathroom. Even in those days, a lady's picture was used on the bathroom wall to depict a lady's bathroom. The fireplace outside the door was used to heat water. The room on the right of the bathroom is the piggy toilet from gents' bath.
Gents' bath.
Medicinal plants and herbs were preserved here. In today's times, most masalas are ground with the help of a mixer. But during those days, this huge granite stone with a hole in the center called rubber would do the job. The one you see placed on the floor. Ingredients were poured in the hole while the small conical stone was used to grind, moving it in circular motion. This next contraption on the parapet is a 3-in-1 instrument called adori. Ladies would sit on it and use it to clean fish, grate coconut, cut vegetables, etc. You can see some meat mincing machines, different ladders, wooden masala boxes, spoons and other home appliances. The wash basin in the opposite corner was used for washing utensils.
Kitchen garden.
The huge earthen pots piled up to make an oven were used to bake cake and bibinkas, a Goan delicacy. The chula by the door you entered has 4 mouths. The first 2 are used to cook on, and the ones behind are used to heat the food or kept covered to save energy. The 2 wooden cages hanging by the window are mid-safes. These were used to store cooked food from dust, flies and other insects. If you peep through the window, you will see an open courtyard which is known as Rosamba. This area is used to dry saltfish, sausages, raw mango slices, etc. as provision for the rainy season. It used to also house a kitchen garden with plants like chilies and lemongrass. In this time, you will notice a replica of the rosy pattern of green in the ground and around the mango tree, a latter is having a Eufemiano Araujo. Now, let's see.
The dance floor.
Okay.
Single movie or short, Hindi movie.